What's up, TikTok? Welcome to another episode of Let's Tik Talk, the new show that gives you a behind-the-scenes look at what your favorite TikTokers are like when the cameras aren't on. I am your host, Shane Palma, and today my guest is over 1.3 million followers. He's best known for yelling grilled cheese along with every other food possible at the camera. He does a lot of funny short video skits with his dad. Please welcome in Brandon Max, joined by his dad.
Okay, there we go.
Awesome.
Now we're normal.
Now we're normal.
Perfect.
People.
Well, again, thank you guys for doing this. I really appreciate it.
So, thank you for having us.
We have nothing else to do.
So I think we should just jump right into it. I mean, people see you two as the grilled cheese fun family on TikTok that likes to make 15-second comedy skits of back and forth yelling. But who's really behind the camera? Who are Brandon Max and Brandon Max's dad?
All right, go. Go ahead.
So basically, we're your typical people. I'm your typical teenager who is just basically. I don't want to say I'm boring. I've always been the kind of person who has always wanted to entertain people. And I feel like with TikTok and everything, I feel like that's really brought on the entertainment that I bring to the app. And typically, like when I'm not on camera, when I'm not doing a video, I'm typically either on my phone, texting someone.
He's a teenager.
Watching the For You page, or I'll be with my friends. I'll be basically doing pretty much everything that they want me to do besides TikTok. I try to keep myself off of it when I'm not supposed to be on it. So basically, I'm just your typical kid. Like, no one would ever know the difference if they knew I wasn't. Like, if someone just ran into me, like, say someone had no clue who I was, they would just see me as an ordinary kid. I'm just an ordinary person.
Now, as the dad, I'll say, yeah, right. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No, so on the dad side of it, I've actually been the president of a PR marketing agency for quite a long time. And you know, when Brandon started doing this stuff, you know, so creative the way he was doing it. I thought it was so much fun. And he did a lot of videos without me early on.
Exactly.
They weren't as funny. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
They were pretty awesome. And the whole thing kind of happened one day when the two of us were escaping a hurricane from Florida. And we actually, you know, we're not very good with hurricanes. So we decided to get out of Florida for a little bit. We ended up in DC to visit some family. I have a bunch of family there. And his uncles and aunts and stuff are there. So one night we got really, really hungry. We're all about food. All that stuff is true, right, Brandon?
Exactly. We're all about, so ever since before TikTok, I actually made a quick appearance. I was like, I think I was like 11 or 12 at the time. I was on Vine for a little bit under his account. Actually, I was too young to have my own, but we did I've done a couple, like I think I reposted a couple of my Vines on TikTok a while back, but even those videos were all about food.
It's all about food.
Pancakes,
Food.
chocolate cake.
Food.
So it's always been about food.
So tell me what happened in DC.
So in DC, so basically, wait, you can start it off.
Okay, so we started getting really, really hungry, right?
All right, I'll explain.
Really hungry.
So basically, so it was, oh my gosh, what time was it?
About 9 o'clock at night.
It was about 9 o'clock at night, and we were basically we were hungry. I mean, we haven't had dinner. We had a very early lunch that day, so we were starving, and everything was closed except this one deli. I forget the name of it.
Oh, I know the name. Actually, it was Buoy Mongers in Bethesda. Yeah.
So it was outside of DC. It was like right on the line.
Bethesda, yeah.
It was in Chevy Chase, Maryland.
Chevy Chase, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So basically, we went, and that was like the only place open. And of course, I got grilled cheese. He got grilled cheese, and then I was like, okay, I'll get it too. So we both got it, and nobody was in the restaurant at the time. I mean, maybe
There's a few people, yeah.
Maybe like 2 other people. So we did this video. He came up with the idea, and we did the video. And when we posted it, it was dead. Like it only got like 10 likes within the first hour, but within 24 hours, it just blew up.
Oh, wow. And
a week later, people kept, and ever since that day, like people have come up to me and they're like, "Are you the grilled cheese dude?" So
you know,
it's crazy.
When we saw like it was like 2.6 million views. You know, as a PR marketing, I'm going, okay, is that one person looking at it 2.6 million times? like, why are people watching this thing? We're just having fun with grilled cheese. I don't know. It would just hit.
Did you guys ever envision after you started making these videos that you'd have this much success with it and this big of a following?
I never thought this would ever happen.
No.
I mean, it's crazy because when I first started TikTok, because I was on Musically under a different account. I don't want to say the name, but I was on. I want to say like a secret account. I was on there actually.
Oh, he did great.
And
He did great on Musical.ly.
actually, I'll just reveal it. It was the real B Mark. I went by B Mark actually because my my last.
It's a nickname.
It was my nickname. It was my nickname. So basically, I went by B Mark. My cousin went by B Mark as well. B-MARK. So basically, that was like my name on Musically. And before I got rid of it because I was so busy with school and everything, I had 32.1K followers. And I would do, and back then I was like 16, so I still I was still trying to figure myself out with the videos and everything. But a lot of the videos that I did that were successful were comedies with either my uncle, my family members, my friends, etc. So basically, I was doing that, and I had some success on that account because I was really big on Lively, which Lively was basically the live streaming app for Musically. And I think I was like the number 10th most popular creator on Lively. So I was really popular. I would get like 2,000 people joining my lives. So it definitely gave me experience before restarting my account. So I knew like in advance that, and people wanted me to come back to Musically, but of course now it's TikTok.
And I love that he goes by Brandon Max. I think that's the greatest. Yeah, I love the name.
Basically, so, and then for the name change, because a lot of people ask me like, how did you come up with the name Brandon Max? So basically, there's a joke behind it actually. So before I was born, about like 2 days before I was born.
Oh, I could tell this story.
My dad wanted me to be named Brandon. My mom.
No, the other way around.
Oh, it was the other way around.
I wanted him. Here's where I went. People are going to see this interview and go, I'm getting off of this interview. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, they are. They're probably going to do that.
No. So like right before he was born, I loved the name Max. I thought Max was the cutest name for a little boy. You know, I thought, what a cute little name. And my wife loved the name Brandon. So I decided to pitch it like I'm pitching media, which I do a lot. And I went up to the nurse right before he was born. I said to my wife, I'm going to leave it up to the nurse to decide what his name's going to be. And so I went like this. I went, all right, we're going to leave it up to you. Here we go. What do you think? Max? Come on, Max. And she goes, very good. And then I went like this. Oh yeah, my wife's thinking about Brandon. Oh, Brandon's so much better. God. It's unbelievable. So I lost that fight. So his name is Brandon Max. So that's his real name.
I went by it, and plus my dad has worked with the artist Peter Max. Yeah. So he's worked with Peter Max, and I just thought Max was a really cool.
It's a
stage name to have. Like I really wanted, and I thought about Max Brandon. Like I thought. But I feel like Brandon Max is more catchy. I feel like.
But it's your real name, so it's cool.
It's my real name, exactly.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, and now the account Brandon Max is verified and has 1.3 million followers on TikTok. Do you guys see yourselves as influencers on the platform?
I think he is. There's no choice about it.
I mean, I want to be an influencer. I don't know if I am. I don't know if some people think I'm not.
He'll never admit, that he's. I'm going to tell you, as a proud dad right now. As a proud dad right now, I'm going to say that if you would see some of the comments that he gets from kids all over the world, saying that they were really down and out, they weren't feeling well about themselves, and how he cheers them up, and that they watch these videos because they're having such a bad day, and the videos just make them smile, and I think that's what it's all about.
I mean, it's all about making people laugh, making people smile, and I love brightening up people's days. Like that's one thing that I love about TikTok. I mean, unfortunately there's so many videos that I don't want to expose anyone, but there's so many people on the For You page that I see, or so many big, I don't want to say who they are, but just creators in general who just don't really, I mean, they just post stuff that isn't kid friendly. Like I'm all about being kid friendly. That's what it's all about.
Just having fun.
It's all about having fun and staying G-rated. That's our brand.
Yep.
And most importantly, making people smile, making people laugh. And I mean, I want people all around me to feel one thing. I want them to feel joy, and I want them to feel love. Like those are two things that I really want people to feel when I'm doing the videos.
And then let me tell you, there's some times where, the world right now is a little crazy, as we all know. And so, TikTok, these videos are really a little bit of an escape for everyone.
They are.
And so you see, unfortunately, you see some people now that, oh, there's our puppy. You see some people now that are just, throwing the hate comments out and throwing the hate comments. And we just try our best to ignore all those people because it's a shame to see that right now.
Exactly.
But if we could take our videos right now and make people laugh, I think, what? Don't take yourself so seriously, everyone. On the other hand, with 1.3 million followers, he really is an influencer. So that's why he has to, stay within the brand and make sure, when people run into him, they meet him. It's so great the things they say about him. So
it's crazy. Like it's insane sometimes what happens, and
it's pretty wonderful.
It's an amazing feeling, definitely, to be walking somewhere in public and someone comes up to you and they know who I am. They know me. They're like, "Are you that TikTok guy? Are you the Are you Brandon Max? Are you the grilled cheese guy, etc.?" And I'll be like, "Yes, I am," and then they'll freak out. And it's awesome having that feeling that you know deep in your mind that you've touched people's lives and that you've really made them smile, laugh, and happy. It's an amazing feeling. And I feel like all creators on TikTok, no matter how many followers they have, they should act this way. They should always be loyal to their supporters and always be there for everybody around them. Right. I feel like that's very important.
And be Bills fans.
Yes, Bills. You mentioned the negative comments, the hate comments. I mean, you look at so many posts on TikTok now, and if you just scroll far enough down, you see how many people are, just the hate that lives in some of these comment sections. In your opinion, how important is it that as creators to create a safe and welcoming environment for people to just, have fun and be creative on this app and just feel like it's a welcoming place where they don't have to worry about every time they post something that people are just going to try to bring them down?
That's kind of the whole idea. Look, I look at other social media outlets too. I mean, look at Twitter and Facebook and I mean, there's so much hate out there.
There's so much hate.
I think it's the social media companies need to kind of look at that too. They need to figure out, is it worth keeping these people on? I mean, TikTok really is made up of, there's so many young kids.
There's so many young
and there's
kids.
so many really wonderful people on there doing some amazing content. And then there's the haters. So the best thing you can do with those guys is ignore them. Just ignore them.
Don't listen to them. Don't acknowledge them. I've made the mistake in the past where I'll make fun of their comments. I'll joke around with what they say. But I've realized it's led to failure for me. Like it's definitely made people hate more and more because they know they're going to get clout off of it.
See, that's the idea. They're taking these comments and they're saying, "There's my name." Now, if I say even a worse comment, I may be so he knows better now not to do that. And the reason he did that, he's such a good kid. They just wants everyone to be happy. That's the whole idea here.
Yeah, I want people to be happy. I want people to appreciate TikTok and appreciate the positivity that's going on that I'm providing for these people.
And he's verified.
Yeah,
it's very exciting.
Which that was honestly when I got verified, which was on June 29th. I was eating.
What time was it?
It was. I think it was like.
I just thought I'd say that. You probably it
was 1:15. It was like around 1:15, 1:20 our time in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But basically, I'll never forget. I checked because I'm always on my phone. I checked my profile like right before I had lunch, and of course, I noticed that one of my videos was really kicking in. It got on the For You page. It was gaining like 5,000 views a second at one point. And basically, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that this is happening." So I was having a really good day that day, and then I have lunch. And then I get a notification from one of my friends, check your profile on TikTok. And I checked it, and I see the blue check mark, and I'm screaming so loudly, like literally, I'm in a parking lot of a restaurant, and everyone stared at me. They were like, "What's going on with this?"
It was exciting,
but it was definitely it was an awesome moment. It proved to me immediately that I can do anything, and that and I've worked so hard to get to where I am right now. Like I've worked so hard, and it goes to show myself and so many other people that anything can happen. Anything, you gotta always follow your dreams, and you gotta believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to accomplish anything.
Right, you tell them now, my friend. Okay.
And I love the PSA that you put out, I think it was yesterday, about, stopping the hate, stopping the bullying that's going on in the comments. So many people look to TikTok to escape all that, to sometimes escape a household that's maybe not treating them right, and just, and enjoy themselves on the app. But rumors are, going around in the news nowadays that TikTok could potentially be banned.
Right.
What do you guys see as these influencers? How do you continue to create content if something like this were to happen?
Well, just finding other outlets we have
Find
to.
other outlets.
That's it.
I personally don't think that because basically I know there was a huge glitch a week ago, and everyone freaked out, including myself, because they thought the ban actually happened when really it was a big glitch. But I personally think that if it were to happen, it would have happened by now, because we're all saying it was going to happen by the end of last week or whatever.
I don't want to get political on this one, so I'm not going to.
Basically,
Okay.
but basically, I personally think that that I know it's still up in the air. I know the government is still trying to decide if it's.
Don't take it out on a bunch
But-
of young kids who are having some fun.
Exactly.
Actually, during a pandemic.
Yeah, during a
Let's think about that for a second. It's during a pandemic, and all these young kids, and there's some old. Look, I do some great TikToks with people my age, like 103. There's some really good ones out there, really funny and very positive.
Okay.
And so the bottom line is, these are people who are trying to do some fun things, and so don't take it out on these people. I mean, don't take it out. There's always a way of fixing it. There's always a way. There's been rumors on certain things that have happened with TikTok, but there's enough people within. There's a lot of people that have been hired at TikTok. I just think there's a way of fixing it without just saying you're done. So I think my feeling is I think that they're in the midst of working it all out.
I really think they're working it all out, and I've talked to a couple people over at TikTok, and they have rest assured me that
for now,
basically we're good for now. That there's no issues or anything.
But if it happens,
but if it does happen,
we'll move on somewhere else.
Be moving on to a different platform.
That's all. We're not giving up grilled cheese forever. People.
No,
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think anyone wants to let that go anyway. Well, before I let you guys go here, Brandon's dad, you already shared that you have a marketing firm that you've run for a while. Brandon, what's one fact that maybe people on TikTok don't know about you just because you don't get to talk about it in any of your videos?
Go for it, Brandon.
So basically, just a few fun facts about me. Is basically so I was born people know I was born and raised up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I lived in Pittsburgh, PA for almost 16 years, and then I moved down to outside of Orlando, Florida. But I still go back and forth between there and here. I love. A lot of people ask me what are your favorite sports? I love bowling. I don't know if that's a sport.
Oh, it's a sport.
I like baseball, tennis, basketball. My favorite color is royal blue. Basically, I had 2 cats actually. I have a dog currently, but I had 2 cats at one point, and then I had a dog when I was first born. Unfortunately, she passed away, and the cats passed away a couple years ago.
And Bailey's been featured in many of our videos.
That's the newer ones, yeah.
He's been featured in, I want to say a lot of my newer videos, but one thing that people really don't know about me is that I'm a typical kid. I'm a teenager. I have feelings, and that I am not, because I want people to realize that I'm your typical teenager. I'm not, nothing is, I know people think that I'm cringy and that I'm embarrassing myself, but guess what? That's my character.
We don't care.
We don't care.
We're trying to make you laugh. That's the whole idea.
It all comes down.
That's
my character is Brandon Max. That's my character. Brandon Max is basically not an embarrassment, but he likes to just basically have fun and act younger than he actually is. That's what his whole character is all about.
And how cool is it that the dad, I love people think I'm not the real dad. That's one of my favorite ones recently. Not really your dad. Like, oh, look at us. The joke is, this is Brandon Max now. This is Brandon Max in 70 years. This is what it's going to look like. This is it. Everyone, this is it. Fuck. But the bottom line is, we're, the idea of the dad, and actually my wife gets in it too. It's so great. I mean, so we got the mom, and
sometimes my grandma's made some appearances.
But the idea of a dad or a mom with their teenage kid just having some fun, I don't see what's wrong with that. Either yelling at each other is just it's just a shtick. We're just having fun back and forth.
We're having
a good
fun
time.
Going back and forth and just showing people that it's okay. Another thing that I really fall for is I want to show people it's okay to be different. It's okay to.
That's it.
Because that's my character. I'm different, and I'm heavily inspired by Miranda Sings. I don't know if you know Miranda. Sings,
yep.
But I'm heavily inspired by her. I love her stuff, and that's exactly how I see my character. Miranda Sings is, of course, Colleen, and Colleen is just your typical adult woman, and she's just basically so laid back. That's who I am. I mean, I've never really showed my people that I'm laid back and that I can very easily relax, even though sometimes I can't.
He's a teenager. I'll say it
But
again.
basically, I feel like Brandon Max kind of twists to Miranda Sings, because I feel like they have a lot of similarities. And Miranda Sings is all about being different and being unique, and that it's okay to embarrass yourself. And that's exactly how my character
And we tell
is.
people to, we don't, if you're white, you're black, you're gay, you're straight, it doesn't matter. It's all for, we all love each other. It's all good, everyone.
Exactly.
Stop the hate. Just stop it. Just stop the hate, and let's all come together. You know, we're going to survive all of this together. You know, we're on this earth for a very short time, So do good while you're here.
You do good.
You know, make your mark.
Things.
Make your mark.
Make your mark.
You know,
I mean, seriously, like, just that's the kind. Like, I give to charity. I love giving to people.
Look
like,
how good. Look how good.
That's
how
what
good this kid is.
That's what it's all about. It's all about giving to people. It's all about giving to charity.
Just being nice.
Basically, just being nice to people. I mean,
okay. Wow, my watch is going off like crazy.
So basically, but yeah, just give to people and never.
That's going to be a video now. You know
okay.
That, right?
Never treat anybody differently.
No. So I'm going to throw a little secret in too, just to show how proud we are. My wife and I are proud of him. Is that, you know, one of the reasons we went down to Florida too is he has a few health issues. So you know, he has. I can talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, he has an autoimmune issue.
So that's another thing I haven't come out about on social media, but I have an autoimmune, and not too many people know about what it is. It's called PANDAS, as in the bear. Stands for Pediatric Autoimmune Neopsychiatric Disorder Associated with Strep. So I got the illness when I think it was like 2 or 3.
Right.
And it came along with strep throat. Now it's minus the strep, so
it's called PANS.
Basically, it's PANS without the strep. So basically, what it is it's a I don't want to say disorder, but it basically affects your health. It gives you a lot of symptoms with your health, like sometimes a difficulty time breathing. Nothing major, nothing like severe, but it is curable, and I have been on great medication that's helped me along with it. But
yes, he's wonderful people who, especially my wife, I'm giving her all the credit now. She's worked so hard, his mom, to really help out.
She's really helped me.
She's pretty incredible, and grandma and our family. I mean, she's unbelievable. But to support this guy,
yeah, the support that I've been getting from my whole family, my friends, has just been through the roof, and for that, I'm just so grateful for everything.
So think of that for a second. So we're down in Florida. The reason we went down there for a bit.
Yeah, the reason why we went down to Florida was because I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which I'm at right now, actually, doing this interview.
Yeah.
And for a while, my health was so bad that I couldn't stand the air quality. Like, there was a lot of air pollution.
It's gotten better now.
That's one thing that triggered my autoimmune. Like, I would get chest tightness. I would have a really difficult time breathing. Not severe, but just I would get chest tightness. I would get migraines. I would just not feel myself at all. So that was one of the main reasons why we moved down to Florida, because I've realized that being down in Florida, I felt great health-wise. And basically, it's great because now I've been on such great medication that now I can actually finally handle the air quality in Pittsburgh.
It's so great.
He's a short period of time.
Through the years, he's gotten so much better. It's pretty good. And that's the hero of Brandon Max right here, everyone. Is that here's a guy who's so positive and doing so many amazing things for kids and everything else. And he's been through so much, and he's willing to give back now. And I think that's what more people should be like, is giving back to the world.
Exactly.
He could have easily been the nastiest person in the world the way he's been feeling.
I mean, I was in a horrible, I suffered in elementary school, because I was homeschooled in between 7th grade and cyber schooled. And the whole reason why I was cyber schooled was because of my autoimmune. I couldn't be in a school environment because of my health, because I would catch every single illness that was going around at school. But even before that, I had some really great memories being in public school, but I also had some really awful memories that,
because you were sick.
Definitely, because I was doing things I wasn't supposed to. I was seriously, I was getting bullied. I was literally tease. At one point actually, I was scared to leave my room. I was scared to leave the house. This was in second grade because I just didn't fit in. I felt like I didn't fit into everybody else around me, and my teacher just didn't understand who I was.
Yeah, but look at you now, my friend.
Basically,
Exactly.
Look at you now. Brandon Max.
You think back to those memories. Well, you basically want, like, if I could tell myself back even 3 years ago when my health was so bad, Brandon, you're gonna get through this, and look at me today. Look at the future. Look at your future self. Look what's going to happen to you. Because
Exactly.
if you work really hard, which I've worked so hard with my doctors and my family and everything, with taking my medication, with taking, with bettering myself, because I've always wanted to better myself. That's only going to motivate you and put you in a really positive mood.
And there you go. Look at us.
So that's what it's all about.
So it went from that to grilled cheese. think about that for a second. All right.
Once again, a huge shout out and thank you to Brandon Max for doing this interview, and his dad. Of course, it was awesome having them on and getting to hear a lot of stuff that you guys probably didn't know either. I certainly didn't know anything about it. If you like this content and you want to see more of your favorite TikTokers and what they're like in real life, be sure to follow my TikTok page at Let's TikTok SP. I'm going to try to get as many of these out as possible. I really want to spread a positive message throughout the TikTok community, and this is the best way to do it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below so that you can stay updated with all the stuff that we have going on in the future. Be safe, guys. Peace out.